Chef Derek Wilcox is preparing fish for the evening dinner service at Shoji at 69 Leonard Street. It's a top-tier Japanese restaurant in NYC where an omakase typically costs around $250. But these dishes won't be served to people in the intimate 12-seat dining room. Rather, they'll go into takeout boxes ranging from $50 to $150.
The primary reason we did it was to keep at least part of our staff employed and keep the routine going. And we also wanted to serve the community. But I feel that even with a reduced price, it is a luxury. It's still expensive in absolute and relative terms. And so, we've focused on existing customers as well as new customers and giving them kind of an escape from the everyday monotony of what they have to deal with being inside.
While pivoting to takeout and delivery has enabled the owner to retain some of his staff, he's only making around 30% of his usual revenue.
Even with venues like this managing to keep its doors open, the impact from the pandemic is going to be catastrophic. The National Restaurant Association estimates if the stay-at-home orders last for 3 months, the industry could lose around $225 billion and be forced to cut as many as 7 million jobs.
New York is renowned for its dining scene, a sector that generates more than $50 billion in economic output. And fine dining is a big contributor. The Big Apple is home to 76 Michelin-starred restaurants, more than any other US city. But even though some have seen a surge in demand for their new takeout offerings, high-end restaurants are struggling.
Nobody's making a profit on it for sure, but there are other factors that they're taking into consideration. We don't know how long this shutdown is going to last. And for the restaurants that have temporarily closed down, when everything does start to open up again in 2-3 months or whenever it ends up being, the public isn't going to know which restaurants just temporarily shut down and which restaurants closed down permanently.
According to New York-based culinary organization, the James Beard Foundation, around 2/3 of restaurants are uncertain whether takeout and delivery can sustain their businesses until normal operations resume. And when mandated closures and social distancing measures are eventually lifted, industry insiders expect the dining scene to look very different, with things like reduced seating capacity and disposable menus. And of course, there's always the possibility that there'll be reduced appetite for eating out in general. Jade Barker for TRT World in New York.